thank you guys all for coming out. I'll echo Chuck's sentiments that we appreciate you coming out to talk about Rice football, our program that we're so proud about and the direction that things are going right now. I think it's always an exciting time of year, you know, as you enter training camp, whether you're a player, whether you're a coach, just to be associated with this game. There's that buzz in the air. You kind of spring out of bed every morning. Maybe coaches more than players in that regard when you're on day 7, but always exciting. I think it's a little more exciting for me this go round as my first one as a head coach. So you see me smiling, you see me juiceful. That's what it's all about for sure. I think from the first time I stood up here in front of you guys, I talked about the importance of needing to hire a great coaching staff. And I can stand here today and tell you we did that. And I love the staff. I just want to tell you a little bit more about them. I think that the first thing I want to tell you is there's 3 head coaches, former head coaches on the staff. They've been an unbelievable resource for me as situations come up. Their experiences and the fact that they're so willing to share and help us out has been awesome. There's 5 guys on the staff, including myself, with NFL experience. And then there's 3 guys that chose to come with me from Stanford, including our head strength and conditioning coach, Hans Straub, who had a great summer with these guys. Changed their bodies, really kept advancing our mission, getting our culture instilled and making sure nobody deviates from the standard. Those other guys that joined us from Stanford, they mean a lot to me because they know what it looked like. They know what we needed to look like and what we're building towards. So those guys are incredibly important. 7 training camp practices under our belt, and I can tell you definitively this is the right staff. They are awesome at what they do. I love watching them work. I love the way they prepare for meetings. I love the way they prepare for practice, which is what Bill Walsh said is our #1 job as coaches. I love watching them teach in their meeting rooms. I love watching them work with our players on the field, and I love watching them love our players. I think that's so important that our players know that and feel that from our coaching staff. Most importantly, the thing they've done is advance my mission, and I know from being an assistant that is your job as an assistant is to advance the head coach's mission, and these guys are doing it day in and day out. Right is right, wrong is wrong, and they're holding the kids accountable and make them understand what our program is going to be built on. And the other thing that you see is they're advancing our culture, just like I talked about with Coach Straub. I think that our culture is very simple. It promotes competition. It's the pursuit of excellence on and off the field, and it's love of our great game and their teammates. And that's what we're striving to, and striving to get them to understand that everything I do is not about me. It's about the guy beside me, the guy that shares that locker beside me. I think my theme for camp has been energy and excitement. And I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about the excitement I felt from the guys that built this program, the lettermen of Rice University. When they come around, when they've had the opportunity to see our building and talk to us and tell us the stories of the past, they get me excited about this place. And I know our players can't wait to go out there on that field and make them proud. And I promise you, I can't wait either. You know, and again, you just talk about timing. You talk about being in training camp. You talk about where we are today. You know, we're 2 weeks from school starting at this great university. We're 3 weeks from playing our first game out there in our stadium. And so again, you see my excitement building, or I hope you do. I might jump in the front row with Glenn in a minute, but I'll try to hold back. Excitement, support, those are the keys that I've felt since I've been here. And the support of the Texas high school coaches is something that I have to talk about. I have to talk about the 90+ staffs that have visited us to either watch practice or talk ball or both. Watching and interacting with them at the Texas High School Coaches Association last week, where there's 13,000 high school coaches come out. It's just such a phenomenal group, and the fact that they trust us and they're building relationships with us. Many of them, when they come to watch practice, they bring some of their top prospects with them, and that's a key for us. We know we can't build this thing the way we want without their help. I think when you walked in the building today, you probably saw a lot of changes. Some of you that haven't been in the building lately, for sure. You noticed at the entrance, it's different. It's different. It's different in a very good way. Those graphics allow us to tell our story of Rice football history and also show you where we want to go in the future. I think it's a thing that's going to help us in recruiting as a recruit walks in the building and has that wow effect. But I also think it's huge for our current players. I think it shows them that we're committed to a process of building a premier Division I program. And that's what I want them to feel day in and day out. That's what we're working towards. It's a process, we know it, but we're taking steps and working every single day. As Chuck mentioned, I'll take questions at the end. At this time, I'm going to turn it over to our associate head coach and special teams coordinator, Pete Lembo.